creating moments of emotion. I can't remember who said it or where I found it. If I can find it, then I will add in the correct quote and the attribution. But to paraphrase what I heard, it was basically the idea that movies are a string of events in order to get to a few key emotional moments. What you're doing as a filmmaker is trying to create emotional moments. You're providing context, you're providing story, you're sharing the chain of events that led to a particular emotionally impactful moment in time. And so I think that that is a huge thing to consider. Working towards and creating earned moments of emotion, I think, is one of the biggest jobs that an editor needs to perform. When you're thinking about how to control and present your information, when you're thinking about the overall pacing of your film, one of the best things to try to do is incorporate everything that is necessary and only what is necessary to earn those emotionally impactful moments throughout the script. Obviously, this breaks down a little bit when you're doing an infomercial. We're just sharing very explicitly what the product does and why you should buy it. Even then, though, some of your favorite infomercials exist because they made a cool, emotionally impactful moment. Good advertising is still emotional in some way. So even if it doesn't feel like your specific footage could do it, keep looking. Even in soulless corporate and advertising work, we're still trying to appeal to humans. And there's probably some emotion you can find deep down in there somewhere, hopefully. Really, we can only make emotional moments that the audience is going to care about if we've grown to care about these people before the moment. Creating an emotional moment is a lot like writing a good joke. The punchline by itself is rarely funny. A well-written joke requires a setup first. There's a certain amount of context. There's a certain amount of things that need to be said and shared in order to frame the punchline correctly. Out of context, most punchlines aren't that funny. But when framed with the proper context, with intentional wording to build up an argument, so to speak, the punchline suddenly hits home and works really well. It's the same sort of thing with trying to create an emotional moment. Your intention to create the emotional moment should be based on trying to create a foundation of understanding. We can only care about the emotional struggle of this character in this moment if we understand where they came from, who they are, what it is that they want, why they didn't get what they wanted. Sometimes you can even start with your emotional moment and then figure out what needs to be included in order to explain that emotional moment and earn it. What information is important for your audience to know in order for them to care? Good filmmaking includes that information and only that information.